Howdy everyone, I'm that dude over there, and today we'll be continuing our pillage through Tellius Part 2 of Country and Kings. I don't think we'll have a long video today since Part 2 is the smallest of the 4 parts, but we'll cover it nonetheless. If you like what you see, why not like and subscribe? It helps idiots like me who suck at promoting videos. And because of our smaller channel size, I might engage with you in the comments. With that out of the way, let's see if I was able to clear Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn using only 5 units. Before we get into the run, we need to cover our 5 units we'll be using for Part 2. Since there is so much limited deployment in Part 2, 3 of our units will be covered by units that are mandatory for completion. So obviously, 2 of our 5 units are Alencia and Jeffrey. Our next character, we have to choose between Braum and Nephany. Braum is a general with Disarm and Shove, with great starting stats. His growths are good, but if we run into magic units, we'll be in serious trouble. Nephany is a Halberdier, with pre-built Wrath and 5 crit. She has outstanding skill and speed, but might have a problem building up her strength and defense. Despite Braum being clearly the better choice, I decided to go to Nephany. I chose her because we lack any proper lance units and because I can never find her in Fire Emblem Heroes. With our final 2 units, I choose Har and Marcia. Har is an absolute monster of a unit who carries Alencia, and eventually Ike and Micaiah in the late game. However, to recruit Har, we need to use Marcia. This will make another chapter much harder since we'll have to quickly beat it with Nephany. But it will all be worth it for the Dragon Master Har. You'll see. But with all that said, let's begin Part 2 with Prologue. Crimea. After the war 5 years ago, I decided that staying here was our best option. After all, Alencia would need all the help she can get, considering she's a new ruler. And what better help than the man who's been working with former lords in the past? Oh, did you notice my new attire? I decided that with how few heroes there are here, a mercenary would be a better option than being a mage. But that's enough rambling from me. How was the prologue chapter? We start off strong with a sky battle, where we have to protect Leanne from Benyon soldiers. Wait a minute. Benyon soldiers? Weren't they our allies? Well, apparently not. But let's focus on the chapter for now. Leanne and Eiluchi can attack. This sucks, since Lugus have developed the ability to fight back when they aren't transformed, making them infinitely harder to kill. Luckily, we don't have to worry too much about this, since we get 3 playable units for the map, one of them being the GOAT, Har. I feel like I'm forgetting something though. Oh yeah, that's right. Didn't Har die at the Great Bridge while I was doing the world's worst critical impression? Well, thankfully, Alencia was able to take care of him in secret, forcing him and Marcia, who she was looking after, to be in debt to the royal family. Just what I expect from the Queen of Crimea. You go, girl! We managed to defeat all the soldiers on this map, which rewards us with some of the strongest weapons in Tellius. The throwable axe. But still, this is all kind of strange. Benyon decides to attack us, its allies, for no reason? I think it's time we start some investigating. Chapter 1. Alright, so, remember how I said I need to do some investigating? Well, I happen to learn something new instead. I found Nephany and Braum, who recovered quite well since the last time they fought. Guess some people are just built different, I guess. But that's not important. An uprising is starting in Crimea. I guess some people didn't like the fact that Alencia treated her army like trash 5 years ago, insisting that they walk over the corpses of their allies to defeat the Mad King. You know what? I guess this is my fault as the army's tactician. Guess I'll need to remedy this mistake with the help of Nephany. The problem with this chapter comes from our lack of available units. We went from 3 solid units to 1 mediocre unit.
Mediocre?
We have to finish this map quickly and efficiently, since Nephany will be our only attacking unit for the next couple chapters. Oh, but, I forgot about this and decided we should focus on getting Nephany levels and treasure, opposed to playing optimally. We recruit Heather for some shenanigans later on, and plow through the map with Nephany. Chapter 2. After reporting our information back to Alencia, Lucy and I go to the leader of the rebellion to find definitive proof that he plans to overthrow our benevolent queen. Lucky for us, Leith and Mordecai are able to sniff out Ludwig's plans that night. I mean, it doesn't stop us from being ambushed, but this chapter is a good roadblock for us. Nephany is our only unit to attack, with 30 attempts to KO enemies. 18 if we don't include units from 2 spaces away. And since Nephany isn't strong enough to one-round enemies just yet, we need to plan out our uses as effectively as possible, since we don't get access to a shop. Despite my best efforts, we have to reset a lot this chapter. First when Leith counterattacks, then again when Mordecai attacks. Third time around, we managed to clear the chapter with no deaths, and Heather achieving some much needed discipline while doing nothing in the process. Chapter 3. We deliver the news to Alencia, and I ride off with Jeffrey and Marcia to stop Ludwig from planning his uprising. Chiron, Makalov, Danvid, and Astrid join us, and we can't kill them off yet, because Astrid and Chiron have skills for others to inherit. As for Danvid and Makalov, though... This map is tough, with a fair amount of reinforcements. Not a lot of vulneraries, and crossbows to keep Marcia away from combat. It takes us a while to beat the map as safely as possible, but anything to stop the rebellion is a necessary sacrifice for peace, and they're gone. What? We've been duped. They took the main force to Crimea while having a small force here to distract us. Son of a bitch! Endgame. Alencia's Gambit. Oh boy! Give me... Sorry, you wouldn't imagine how fast I had to run to get here on time. This chapter is a great roadblock for us. Ludwig's army is endless, and we need to survive for 13 turns. We can set up Nephany, Har, and Alencia at the beginning, but we need to wait for Marcia and Jeffrey to arrive in the later parts. Jeffrey in specific, as it takes 9 turns for him to arrive to aid us. It really doesn't help though that a lot of units have crossbows and thundertomes to deal effective damage on our units. We can end this chapter really easily if we take out Ludwig, but we can't do that until after Jeffrey arrives. So instead, we spend a lot of time on the first turns of the map. We have to reset because of yellow units doing stuff, then one of our soldiers gets unalived by enemy soldiers, and Ludwig doing way more damage than we can heal with Alencia's physics staff. It takes a good while, but we managed to capture Ludwig and put an end to Crimea's civil war. And it's a good thing too, We didn't suffer any unnecessary casualties, and Alencia seems to be we got another problem, sir. Oh, what now? Oh, now I get it. Alencia doesn't want Lucia to die, but we don't have the time nor the forces to save her. I mean, we don't care, since Lucia's gonna die in later chapters, but Alencia will hang this over my head too if we fail to save her now. Is there really nothing we can do? Our soldiers are exhausted from fighting, and despite this sword in my hand, I'm about as useful as a flea on a dog. What are we supposed to do? Target locked. Shinon, Rolf, go for the kill. What? What's going on? Is that Ike? Where did he come from? You again? What are you doing here? Didn't we just get finished talking last time? I have a few choice words for you after hitting me with that all-out attack. Last time? What are you talking about? I've been traveling across the FE-verse, helping lords along the way. I think I would have remembered talking to someone who shares my face. Are you kidding me? I'll have you know I will kill you if you're trying to pull a fast one on me. No. I'm serious. Listen. You found Ike, right? You saved Lucia and you helped me restore Alencia's reputation. Somewhat, I don't have all the details. Why would I go out of my way and attack the person who just helped us? And you swear that you're not faking. What? No, you saved our skins back there. Without you, I'm sure I would have been kicked out of Crimea. I've no reason to bluff to an ally like that. Huh. Fine. I'll trust you. For now. This is starting to become very interesting. Hey, it's me, over there. This lookalike of me just came out of nowhere, and is working with the Grail mercenaries? I've been working with them since the beginning, and now I've come to seek revenge. I don't know how you're gonna do that with the Gallian War on its way. Wait, the what? Next time, over here. Intersecting Vows. A trio of men over there. Wait, it's with Ben Yon?